Hello, and welcome back to Cardano Coin, where we bring you the most recent and intriguing ADA news. We're giving away 1,000 ADA to those who are watching. All you have to do is upvote, subscribe, comment Cardano is king, and watch the video to the end to be eligible. The winners will be picked next month and publicized on the community page of the channel. The team behind Cardano is made up of a decentralized community of smart leaders, engineers, and scientists that have come together for the sake of bringing about constructive change on a worldwide scale. These honorable individuals do not want to give up on Cardano. The ADA coin price is looking excellent in September despite the headwinds thanks to their joint efforts, but what price will it reach? The majority of the seemingly random queries concerning cryptocurrencies are linked with the desire of investors to gain a thorough understanding of the sector. A cryptocurrency's value is determined by one of them. The technology underlying cryptocurrencies frequently plays a significant role. Although censorship is rather difficult to impose on decentralized currencies, it is practically impossible to just shut them down. With its emphasis on technology, Cardano appears to be in the lead. Cardano is a blockchain platform that enables developers to create safe and scalable apps powered by his native cryptocurrency ADA. Cardano connects to a number of payment systems and integrates cutting-edge technologies to offer unmatched security and sustainability. It has a reputation for being a good catch and is built on the groundbreaking Ourbro proof-of-stake consensus protocol. However, if there is a restriction from a higher authority, the technology can be viewed as frivolous. Investors are nonetheless concerned about the recession's growing risks, especially in light of remarks made by Federal Reserve President James Bullard regarding another significant interest rate increase in September. If central banks maintain their aggressive behavior, this might cause the world economy to enter a recession. And under those circumstances, Cardano ADA and other cryptocurrencies can have serious difficulties and fall even farther. All eyes seem to be on developments in the global macroeconomy and how growth and inflation will affect the value of cryptocurrencies. In order to assist the network and pricing to soar to new heights, Cardano has a VESL hard for coming shortly. Although inflation was still at a four-decade high last month, Fed Chair Powell may have the final say in whether the U.S. Federal Reserve raises rates by 50 basis points in September. This is because Fed fund futures have narrowly changed their pricing to reflect the 50 basis point increase in September after 75 basis point moves in June, July, and August 16th. This is because there are expectations that inflation has peaked and growing concerns about a recession. Most economists projected a half-point increase in September, the same as in the previous survey, bringing the benchmark interest rate from 2.75% to 3%, according to the 19th poll. Prior to this, Fed Chair Jerome Powell stated that it will probably be necessary to limit the rate of hikes as monetary policy tightens further. This declaration was made in order to give decision-makers some time to assess how the economy is being impacted by increasing borrowing costs. James Bullard, president of the St. Louis Fed, who was one of the first supporters of the central bank last year, stated that he is currently inclined to favor a third consecutive 75-point basis interest hike in September given the strength of the economy. I fail to understand why you would wish to delay interest rate rises until the following year. According to him, the Fed's benchmark overnight interest rates should be in the region of 3.75 and 4% by the end of the year, the Wall Street Journal said. The employment numbers, which have shown rapid growth in recent months, would determine the precise rate. This suggests that a split between those who want to raise rates rapidly and those who are more cautious due to potential harm to the job market and the prospect of an increase in the U.S. unemployment rate will be evident in the Fed's official remarks. Things could grow worse with this development, especially for the markets. In a more direct warning than in the past, Powell said that the Fed's prolonged tightening of credit will hurt many families and businesses because his higher rates would slow the economy and possibly result in job losses. These are the regrettable consequences of lowering inflation. In a prior high-profile address at Jackson Hole, he stated that failing to restore price stability will result in much worse suffering. Stocks fell after Powell's speech as investors considered the possibility of higher borrowing costs sticking around for a while. Initially, investors had been hoping for a sign that the Fed might moderate its rate increases later this year if inflation were to show further signs of easing. However, the Fed chair indicated that it might not be around the corner. Additionally, cryptocurrencies were not exempt. The world's largest cryptocurrency fell 4% in a single day last summer, disrupting the crypto market's otherwise uneventful week. All of the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market size reported a net loss, with the exception of Cardano ADA, which is anticipating a hard fork later this month. Supporters of Ethereum have great expectations for the forthcoming merge event, which will assist to boost Ethereum. In terms of the adoption or regulation of cryptocurrencies, the previous week's news was relatively quiet. After 8 years of waiting, the theory may have just surfaced: Cord. Donald's hard fork on the vessel is a great plus. Charles Hoskinson, the originator of Cardano. The first hard fork will launch somewhere in September, he said, noting that 3 of the 5 top cryptocurrency exchanges have changed their systems. Once a hard fork date is determined, the remaining exchanges will begin updating as well, since they will sense the urgency. If you don't push them a little, it's incredibly difficult to get them to do that. Though we haven't yet crossed the finish line, everything appears to be in good shape. He spoke. Long anticipated, the vessel hard fork appears to be Cardano's trump card. Cardano and Ethereum have good opportunities in September. But in a way, it's still depressing. Following the statement of Fed Chair Jerome Powell, cryptocurrency prices started to fall again quickly. It will take some time until values stabilize. In order to properly balance supply and demand, it is necessary to use force. In order to lower inflation, prolonged growth below trend will likely be necessary. He spoke. Powell's comments caused the cryptocurrency market to crash. The price of Ethereum dropped by more than 7% and that of Bitcoin by around 4% within a few hours of his remarks. Other cryptos also declined, with the Nance coin falling 5% and the slotted coin falling almost 7%. Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies may be used as a hedge against inflation in the digital age, according to some cryptocurrency investors. However, the market does not now appear to view these extremely volatile assets as secure stores of value during times of economic instability, according to price action and cryptocurrency data. Cryptocurrencies have started to move in lockstep with larger markets as institutional and retail investment has grown significantly interested in them as investment vehicles. This is true despite the fact that cryptocurrencies are often a riskier asset type. However, investors are now looking for safer alternatives to protect themselves from the damaging effects of the Fed's monetary tightening, and guess what? They're not looking in the Bitcoin market. In addition, early adopters of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and other cryptocurrencies have profited handsomely, but the cryptocurrency market has a lengthy history of tremendous volatility, which is not what investors are looking for, as well as ambiguous market circumstances. All of his gains from August were lost as the Bitcoin price steepened a 70% slope from its all-time high last fall beneath $20,000 in July. Cardano and other well-known cryptocurrencies may now be in for a rocky September due to a potential black swan incident. Another Fed interest rate hike and the vessel hard fork in Ethereum are exerting additional pressure on the fragile cryptocurrency market. Uncertainty in the market is being brought on by Ethereum's impending product upgrade, which is planned for mid-September and intended to be the network's successful transition from energy-intensive proof of work to the more environmentally friendly proof of stake that is also expected to reduce fees and improve transaction times. Market players were optimistic at the beginning of the month as they got ready for the Ethereum merger, but as August draws to a close, all indexes have fallen. Ethereum has underperformed in comparison to all major cryptocurrencies, according to Vijay Ayer, Asian vice president at the cryptocurrency exchange Luno. Considering this month in advance, the majority of market observers and analysts are pessimistic about Cardano and other cryptocurrencies. Everything that has been projected concerning the vessel hard fork comes to pass. Cardano then has the opportunity to become known as a safe sanctuary for all. Investors are becoming anxious, and the Fed's next actions appear depressing. It's time for Cardano to improve his game and offer something fresh and novel. But what do you think about this? Please share them with us in the section below. In the following video, we'll see you. Check out our other films to see how Cardano is fulfilling its potential as the Ethereum killer in the meantime. Be careful to always click the subscribe and notification buttons.